Hi students, welcome back to second PUC accountancy class. Now, in this video lecture, I will going to discuss about the meanings of important terms which are used in not-for-profit organization. So it is very important to know the meanings of the terms which comes in NPO while preparing the various financial statements of the NPO. So while preparing receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, so these are very helpful. So today's topic is meanings of important terms in a not-for-profit organization. So let us see the first meaning, that is meaning of subscriptions. Here subscriptions is a membership fees. It is a membership fees paid by the members of NPO on annual basis. So what is subscriptions? It is a membership fees paid by the member of NPO, that is to be paid on annual basis. It is the main source of income of such organization. So what's the main source of income for NPO means membership fees, that is the subscriptions are the major source of income of these organizations, and it is to be paid by the members who want to become the members in the respective NPO. They are going to pay the amount that is called subscription, and it is to be shown in receipt side, in the receipt and payment account, as well as credit side of the income and expenditure account. Say for example receipt. So subscription means it is an amount paid by the member to the organization, means it is an income to the NPO. That is why it is to be shown on the receipt side of receipt and payment account and the credit side of income and expenditure account. Then second is life membership fees. So already was explained about this in previous video lecture by giving an example. So here life membership fees means some members prefer to pay lump sum amount as life membership fees instead of paying periodically, that is on annual basis. They are going to pay the amount at once for a lifetime period, that is called a life membership fees, and it is treated as capital receipt, so directly added to the capital fund. So that is to be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. So this is the second meaning, that is the word life membership fees. Then third word is donation. So here donation is a sort of gift that may be given in form of cash or property received from some persons or an organizations, that is called a donation. So it's very clear, donation is a sort of gift that is to be received by some persons or organizations, either in form of cash or in form of property, that is called a donation. So there are mainly two types of donations. One is specific donation, then second is general donation. So what is specific donations? The word itself indicates specific means there will be an purpose for utilization of the donation amount for specific thing. It means if the donation received is to be utilized to achieve for specific purpose, that is called a specific donation. Say for example, the amount received in the form of donation by cash for extension of a computer lab or renovation of a building. So if there is any purpose means that is called specific donation. Then second, general donation. So means such donations are to be utilized to promote the general purpose of the organization. The general donations are to be received and those are to be utilized to promote the general purpose or interest of the organization. That is the third word meaning of donation. Then fourth is entrance fees. So entrance fees is also known as admission fees, paid only once by the member at the beginning time, that is called entrance fees. Generally it is revenue in nature, hence it is shown on income side of income and expenditure account. So that is entrance fees. It's also known as admission fees, paid only once by the member at the time of beginning. That is called entrance fees. It is revenue in nature and shown on the income side of income and expenditure account. So then fifth is endowment fund. So it is a fund arising from a gift, the income of which is devoted for specific purpose. So the income of this fund is to be devoted for specific purpose. It is a capital receipt. Endowment fund is a capital receipt and shown on the liability side of balance sheet. So here B bar S stands for balance sheet as an item of specific purpose fund. Endowment fund arising from a gift, the income of which is to be devoted for specific purpose only. It is capital receipt and shown on the liability side of balance sheet as an item of specific purpose fund. Then sixth term is legacies. So legacies is the amount received as per the will of deceased person. So legacies means it is an amount received as per the will of the deceased person, who may specify the use of amount or who may not specify the use of amount. So that is called the legacies. Very simple definition. Legacies, it is an amount received as per the will of deceased person. So they may specify the use of amount and they may not specify the proper use of amount. So if it specify the use of amount means it is to be shown on liability side of the balance sheet, and if the use not specified means it is to be credited in income and expenditure account. So that is called the sixth word legacies. Then seventh is sale of old asset. Say for example, you have sold an old asset during the year means the receipt from sale of old asset appear in the receipt and the payment account of the year which it is sold. So where the receipt from sale of an old asset appear in the receipt and payment account of the year which it is sold. The profit or loss is to be shown in the income and expenditure account. So this is about the seventh term, sale of old asset. Then it is sale of periodicals. So the sale of periodicals, it is an item of recurring in nature. So it is to be recurring in nature and shown as the income side of income and expenditure account. So the sale of periodicals are the item of recurring in nature and it is to be shown as the income side of the income and expenditure account. Then ninth transaction is sale of sports materials. The sale of sports materials like used sports materials of old balls, bats, nets, etc. is the amount, those are regular in nature with any of the sports club. So with any of the sports club, they have an used cricket balls, bats, nets, they are going to sell to others. So those are in a regular feature. So hence it is usually shown as an income. It is to be shown on the income side of income and expenditure account. So that is the ninth item. Then 10th is payment of honorarium. So here the payment of honorarium, it is the amount paid to the person who is not a regular employee of the institution, who is not a regular employee of that institution. So to some of the people, they are going to pay the amount for their service. Say for example, amount paid to the guest lecturer for their service of lecture delivery at the school or college. That is an amount paid to the guest lecturer for rendering of their service in the institution. Because the guest lecturer is not a regular employee of that institute. So those kind of amount paid by an organization to the person is called honorarium. The last term is government grants. So many of government schools, colleges, public hospitals, they depends upon the government grants for their activities. So those are recurring grants in the form of maintenance grants. So for conducting of the activities of the particular organization, so they are going to provide maintenance grants that is to be treated as the revenue receipt, hence it is to be credited to the income and the expenditure account. So this is about the last term, government grants, that is the schools, colleges like public hospitals, they almost depend on the grant for conducting of their activities. Those are to be recovered or received recurring grants in the form of maintenance grants, that is to be treated as revenue receipt and credited to income and expenditure account. So some of the types of grants are to be recorded in the capital fund also. So in upcoming classes we will discuss regarding about other types of the grants and where it is to be recorded. This is about the last term government grants. In this session I have discussed about the various terms of NPO.